Morning everyone, welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard, or I suppose Nat's Natters, isn't it? Because I'm not in the yard. Thank you Daniel Barnes for your suggestion of the title. Bit of a wander in to work and a bit of an update. Come on you bitch. I am running super turbo late. Ouch. Yeah, I'll go into why. Right, so what's changed? Well, what's changed in my household is that my wife has COVID again. Hooray. She's fine, she's got a stinking cold. And we have no underlying health conditions in the household. I don't have COVID. I am testing, although the government guidelines are just fucking strange at the moment. Because testing isn't free anymore, there's no requirement to get tested. You just test if you feel ill. I don't feel ill, but I also have a degree of social responsibility. I don't want to get people at work ill, so I am testing. There is no requirement or no real push to test under 18s. We don't have to test the kids, but we are. And there being no requirement to test under 18s, as my wife is a teacher, is more than likely the reason why she's got it in the first place. Little disease vectors that children routinely are. There is some... What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, so that's a pain in the arse. Particularly because my kids are in a musical on the weekend, or their Amdram show thing. Yeah, just hope they're fine. I mean, the boys should be good because they've recently had their second jab, so they should be immune up to the yin yang. More concerned about the younger, but never mind. Yeah, what's going on? I've got a lovely little phone holder. Sod's law, after I ordered one off Tintranet, I remembered that I still had one somewhere, so that's just keeping shit that I need out of the way, which helps on this bike. On the indicators, why do I always do that? On the mirrors, my extension pieces have come through. Not sure what you can see, so I've tried it on the one that I've got, and I have to say I quite like it. It just gives you a little bit better visibility. My one concern is vibrations, because obviously it's now on a longer stem. It does seem to vibrate a little bit more. You can just see it there, and I'm not going fast, so we'll see. I have tried it on the mirrors with the indicators on the back, and the size at the base is different. Now, I mean, it fits, it will bolt in, but it overlaps and looks a little bit wanky. Also, one of the mirrors, in fact the left hand mirror, the low side mirror, has got like a smear under the glass on the mirror. Not a big one, but enough that it'll piss you off. So I've got an interesting interchange with the eBay vendor, who English does not appear to be a first language, who offered a replacement. I said, well, actually, you know, I prefer a refund, frankly. Which when they went, oh, okay, yes, for that we'll refund you £8. Hang on, it costs 21. That's not how refunds work. So yeah, that conversation is ongoing. The bit that I'm really excited about is well, no, a positive and a negative. Let's do the negative first. The negative, which I suppose is a positive, is that Sting has gone. Sting went yesterday, and I've got a little bit of footage that I'll jump up just here.
See you later, Sting. Good lad.
And we're back. Wonderful. I hate that junction. Yeah, so Sting's gone. And it is a sad day because there's a fucking brilliant little bike and quite possibly my favourite project. Well, no, there isn't a quite possibly. He was my favourite project. Not necessarily my favourite bike. That's probably still the Diversion Dave. But yeah, brilliant wee bike. So Sting's gone. Sting's gone to Steve, who's a good bloke, and it'll get good use. And very experienced mechanical care, because he's got a lot more experience than I am. He's a lot better than I am as well. So I'm really chuffed, because I don't, as much as it's good to complete a bike, give it to somebody, sell it to somebody, not that fucking big-hearted. Bikes are used for different things, but for different people, and as much as it's nice to see, you know, to sell a bike on as a first big bike to a young lad or a young girl, they're going to drop it at some point or another, and I just hope I'm not there to see it, because that's kind of how you learn. Similarly, I wouldn't want to sell a bike to somebody who's going to frame it and put it on a shelf. Don't get me wrong, I would sell somebody a bike to do that, but that's not why I think bikes are to be used. So I prefer it when they're more active riders, and it's going to get a bit of use. But you know, the utopia is passing it off to somebody who is both going to use it and look after it, and dare I say it, love it. So that's kind of the rationale behind it. So anyway, that one's gone. So bye Sting. What I do have, Posty's been a busy boy this week. Well, my internet shopping's been a busy boy this week. The headstock bearings are here for Phoenix, the Aprilia, which I'm both excited and slightly nervous about, because it's one of many things that I've never done before. It's one of many things that that looks relatively simple to do. Relatively simple. It looks okay to do, but it's bound to be a considerably harder. And it really depends. Or he says, sounding like he knows what he's talking about. The teller is going to be how simple, how difficult it is going to be to get the old ones out. Now, by the notchiness that's in them, I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be a fucking nightmare to get them out, and it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Now, what I don't want to do is struggle to get them out and then fuck them up to get them back in, to get the new ones in, which I am slightly concerned about. But we will just have to see how we get on. Got a few other bits going. Got a bike behind me, that's unusual. Don't seem to see that many bikes. Why are you drifting right, knob end? I might go quiet, because I might just have to concentrate here, because I don't actually like dying. And it's not the biggest space. So one thing about these mirror extenders, it does take them just slightly outside of the bar as well, so I have got wider. Oh well, I've only got one at the moment. Oh yeah, and on that one I have ordered a second one, a replacement one to match. It's going to need a bit of work to make it look presentable, but we'll see how we go. busy today. It was carnage outside my house, but saying that, it was carnage outside my house because there is traffic lights and roadworks. As there routinely is, but yeah. And some old dude on a bike got knocked off by, I think, the bus, or rode into the bus, one or the other. That was quite nifty. See, Blue's a big old boy, but he can snuggle through gaps when he needs to. It's got to be slightly cautious on this bit because it's proper bumpy. There we go. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing the stuff on the Aprilia, other bits that's going on. I've ordered a new microphone for this because the whole it's coming through mono has really annoyed me, and I really don't. All I can think it is the actual microphone itself. So we'll see. Can only try. What else have I been ordering? All sorts, really. It's been I've needed to stock up on bits, particularly my electronics bits. I'm quite short of stuff at the moment, so all of my solder joins, the heat solder joins, which I swear by, which are brilliant, I've run out. So I've ordered a load of them and a few other bits and pieces, but it's all good in the hood. Broader than that, I'm really tempted to get another project. I know I said I wouldn't, and frankly I need the space, so I'm not doing it now, but I'll have to see how this weekend's task on the on Shiver the Aprilia goes. My plan, I have spun the bike around already. I tried using the whole, put it on its side stand and pivot it on its side stand. It's really difficult on that bike because it's quite heavy, but it's also quite top heavy. So, I managed to get quite good at doing that with the ZX6R. I don't know about the weight distribution on it was better or something, but I could spin it around like a ballerina. But with Shiver, it's a damn sight harder. But turning it around, facing the other way, it's on rear axles under a main beam, and I just need to sling up that front half from the beam so that I can then get to the rest of it, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Right, so that's your bit of a look forward to the weekend, chaps and chapesses, dudes and dudettes, and we'll see how we get on from there. Right, cheers all, ta-da.